Can I give you my new take on what's happening with the Mike linebacker spot?
Go ahead.
So at first, it was D Winters is your will, and your Mike linebacker was a competition / rotation of DeMarvion Overshown, James, and Barham in that order.
Yeah.
The Cowboys get more information on who Barham is and how he gets down, Brian.
Yeah.
Now it looks like the competition is Overshown versus Barham for Mike, but now it is also Overshown versus D Winters for Will.
Yeah.
Because
I think,
I can see this world where Christian Parker vouches for Barham because he drafted him. I can see this world where they advocate for the size of Barham because of the scheme where the Mike linebacker has to walk down and pass rush sometimes. That favors Barham. Brian, I can see this world where Overshown gets pushed out of the Mike conversation altogether, and now he has to find a new home at the Will linebacker spot starting over. What you think?
No, I totally, and this gives me some thought that maybe you do figure out that the best two guys are Barham and Overshown, but Overshown has to stay healthy. You know, D Winters hasn't been a bad player. Let's welcome Clarence Hill to the program here on the speakerphone. He's probably talking to one of his many friends that he has, but so the thing with the thing, this could lead into a situation where would you consider just having, is it redundancy to go out and still trying to get a Bobby Wagner? I'm not talking about Brooks or anything like that.
Okay.
But if you end up moving Overshown over, then that would give you Overshown Winters.
Yep.
And then would you get somebody to be with Barham? Like that. I don't know if that, and I don't know if Bobby Wagner works in that regard because you're in a situation where he doesn't play really any special teams.
Yeah.
So if you were looking at him, if you were interested, would that be a progress stopper? I don't think so. I'm just trying to get the best linebackers we can get. That's what I'm trying to do here.
You can never have too much good competition, and I think by the nature of what linebacker is, you would want those dudes to be on the field the whole time. This is my thing. If Bobby Wagner can't keep Jayshawn Barham from taking his job, then good. Jayshawn Barham took his job. But if Bobby Wagner is better than Jayshawn Barham, then Barham needs a little more time to stew, and maybe he'll be better next year. So I'm all and I don't think that's a progress stopper because I think Bobby Wagner's good enough.
I think he's good enough, but I mean, again, I really like what we've seen with Barham. I think the teams missed on him. I don't think they knew where they were going to play him. I think these guys have a plan, and they're going to use him to cut to different spots. You could see him rushing off the edge. You could also see him playing inside at the Will linebacker. You could see him playing as the Mike linebacker. Hey, good for him for stepping in and doing what he's had to do. Just hoping for the best for Overshown now.
Yeah.
Hoping for the best that we're not missing padding practices, and stuff like that. I need him to get reps too. I don't need him to be standing next to you and I over on the sidelines. I don't think that does anybody any good.
And I still send the pick to get Jordan Brooks because Demo's only played 19 games in 4 seasons, and his knee already going through soreness, and he's missing practice. So,
that whole thing with Miami and all that. And listen, I'm not interested in trying to create stuff or throw stuff against the wall. I have people I know in Miami. Like I said, I tweeted this out. I was a graduate assistant coach for John Eric Sullivan's dad at LSU.
Yeah.
I remember John Eric Sullivan, who's the general manager. There was a baby, when he was a baby in Baton Rouge. So I kind of know some things, I think, that way. So listen, if they go get Brooks, great. Miami's in a different situation. I mean, I think people have talked about that. Miami's in a situation right now where they're trying to get some picks and stuff like that. I just don't think that thing's dead. I don't think it's dead, even though look at the contract and all that stuff. If Dallas is smart, they stay after this one. Stay after all these. Don't let Maxx Crosby go away, and don't let Brooks go away, and don't let Bobby Wagner go away. Go make your team better if you can. And I think Will McClay would try to do that if he could.
Brian, I'm going to end the show with this. Here's my take on your Sam Williams versus Malachi Lawrence
okay, I appreciate this
situation. Good. Sam Williams should be better than Malachi Lawrence right now.
Sure.
He 100% should be. This is Malachi Lawrence's third day in pads at a damn practice in the NFL. Sam Williams is a second-round pick, a little bit of investment and pedigree in his name, NFL veteran, 5 years at this point. His ass better be better than Malachi Lawrence.
There you go.
His ass better be. It's unfortunate that it was a conversation at first. Brian, Sam Williams to this organization, what he should be one of your leading, I trust him to rush the passer guys. That's what Sam Williams should be. But the fact that Sam is such a question mark is the reason why Malachi Lawrence is here in the first place. So it's Sam's fault that Malachi is here in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if Sam could be the second round pick that, let's just say like Trey Diggs when he was a good second round pick, if Sam could be that guy, or if Kelvin Joseph could be like one of those types of guys, if Tristan Hill could have been one of them types of guys, you should be better than some dude that's only been practicing in the league for 5 minutes. I hope you are. Caleb Downs ain't the best cover safety on the team right now. I hope he's not.
Yeah.
I hope he damn not. I hope Kalen.
Something is happening inside the Cowboys defense, and for once, competition is not exposing a weakness, it is creating options. Dallas entered camp with legitimate questions at linebacker and edge rusher. DeMarvion Overshown needed to prove he could stay healthy. Jashawn Barham needed to show that his college versatility would translate. Sam Williams needed to remind everybody why the Cowboys once invested a second-round pick in him. Now, those players are forcing Christian Parker to make some very interesting decisions. Barham might be the biggest surprise of the entire conversation. The Cowboys have tried him at Mike linebacker, will linebacker, outside linebacker, and even as a pass rusher. That is not a coaching staff searching desperately for somewhere to hide a rookie. That is a defensive coordinator realizing he may have found a player who can do almost everything. Barham has size, he has power, he can extend against blockers, walk toward the line of scrimmage, and attack the quarterback. He looks comfortable playing inside, but he also has enough athletic ability to move around the formation. That versatility could completely change the linebacker competition. At first, Overshown appeared to be the favorite at Mike. Now, Barham is pushing hard enough that Dallas may have to consider moving Overshown back to Will, where his speed and ability to chase the football could become even more dangerous. And that does not have to be bad news. Competition is supposed to put players in their best positions. Barham winning Mike would not mean Dallas has given up on Overshown. It could mean the Cowboys have discovered a better combination. Let Barham handle blocks, organize the middle, and attack downhill. Let Overshown run, cover, and create chaos from the weak side. That could give Christian Parker two completely different weapons on the field together. The concern, of course, is Overshown's availability. He has already dealt with soreness and missed valuable padded reps. Playing Mike requires more than athletic ability. He has to read formations, take on blocks, communicate, and understand what is developing before the ball arrives. He cannot improve those details while standing on the sideline. But the positive part is that Dallas is no longer waiting helplessly for one player to become healthy. Barham is taking advantage of every opportunity. D. Winters and Shamar James are competing. The Cowboys are building real depth instead of handing out positions based on reputation. The same thing is happening on the edge. Sam Williams should be ahead of Malachi Lawrence right now. Williams is the veteran and former second-round selection. Lawrence is still learning what NFL practices even feel like. But Sam is not simply surviving that competition. He is showing up. He is winning pass rush reps, breaking down offensive linemen, and reminding people that his physical talent was never the question. If Williams finally becomes a dependable rotational rusher, Dallas suddenly has another explosive option next to Rashawn Gary, Donovan Eziraku, and the rest of this defensive front. That is why this competition should excite Cowboys fans. Nobody is comfortable. Nobody is being protected. Barham has to earn Mike. Overshown has to stay available. Sam Williams has to keep producing. The young players are being pushed instead of handed roles. And then there's the massive name hovering over all of it, Maxx Crosby. Let's be completely clear. There is no confirmed deal between the Cowboys and Raiders. There is no verified report that Crosby is currently on his way to Dallas. He remains under contract with Las Vegas, and a previous trade involving Baltimore fell apart after the medical process. But the possibility is impossible for Cowboys fans to ignore. Dallas has reportedly explored major defensive upgrades before, and Crosby is exactly the type of player who would transform this unit immediately if Las Vegas ever reopened trade conversations. Imagine Crosby and Rashawn Gary attacking opposite sides. Imagine Barham walking toward the line, forcing the offense to identify whether he is rushing or dropping. Imagine Overshown using his speed behind a front that already commands double teams. Add Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark inside, and suddenly the Cowboys would have one of the most physically intimidating fronts in football. Crosby would not eliminate the competition, he would raise it. Sam Williams, Eziraku, and Lawrence and every young pass rusher would have to fight for snaps behind one of the league's most relentless defensive players. That is how serious teams build. They do not avoid adding talent because somebody might lose playing time. They create a room where everybody has to improve. The cost would be enormous. Dallas would likely have to surrender premium draft capital, absorb a massive contract, and receive full confidence in Crosby's health. The Cowboys cannot make that kind of move simply because it would dominate the news cycle. It would have to be a championship move. But if the Raiders ever decide to listen, Jerry Jones should make the call. Dallas already has competition creating real momentum at linebacker and edge rusher. Barham looks ready to contribute everywhere. Overshown still has game-changing speed. Sam Williams is producing. The young players are being pushed instead of handed roles. Adding Crosby to that environment would send one unmistakable message. The Cowboys are not building for the future while hoping to survive the present. They are trying to win now. That is the positive story from this camp. The defense has options, it has competition, it has young players rising faster than expected, and it may still have room for one massive addition that changes the ceiling of the entire team. Do you believe Barham should start at Mike and move Overshown to Will? And would you trade premium draft picks for Maxx Crosby if Las Vegas called? Tell me in the comments, hit the like button, and subscribe for more Cowboys news and reactions.